Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now, you are very close to me right now. I am very aware that this is like a very close-up angle, but that is because today I'm here with a makeup video, which is something I haven't done in ages, but I wanted to film a chatty, get ready with me. I wanted to answer some of you guys' questions or like broader topics, and also I've kindly been gifted some stuff from MAC, which is one of my favourite brands, to test out and try in this video. Most of the products are skin products, so I'm going to be seeing if I can create like a flawless base for the rest of my makeup, and I'm just super excited to test the products out, so hopefully you guys are going to really enjoy it. Before I begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that the stockist that have sent me all of these gorgeous MAC products is the Met Quarter in Liverpool, so if any of you guys are from Liverpool, definitely pop into the Met Quarter, have a look at their stock, because that is the stockist that have sent me this, and yeah, I really recommend going and having a look because they've got quite a few brands and I think you guys would love it. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So I asked over on Instagram for you guys to DM me any questions or topics. This made a change. I actually usually go to Twitter, but I thought no, I'm gonna ask my followers on Instagram. So I'm just gonna like run through them and talk about them as I get ready. Okay, so a lot of the requests I got were actually really similar. They were like girl advice, boy advice, friendship advice, things like that. So I'm not going to do like really broad things because I feel like I will ramble, and if you want a girl talk video, that is definitely something I can do, or a boy talk video. I mean, I don't think I'm that great at talking about like boy advice, but I can definitely give it a shot if that is something you're interested in. So the first thing that I actually got, which I thought was kind of nice and like a nostalgic route, was can you discuss your school journey, your favourite parts, your worst parts, favourite school year since your school journey is coming to an end, which is scary. But we're gonna start the makeup first. I'm actually gonna be taking the Fix and Gold Light Prep and Prime spray. So this is the Fix Plus, but it's in this really gorgeous bottle, and I've actually never used this from MAC before, so I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. Yes. Under my makeup, I'm going to apply a strobing cream. So this is the strobe cream by MAC, and this is in the shade Peach Light, and it's super pretty. So what I'm going to do is just pop that like where I would put highlight and kind of under my eyes to act as a brightener. You can use this product over the top of your foundation to use it as a highlighter, but I thought if I put it on underneath, it will just like sit that like glowy look without even putting another product on, which don't worry, I am going to do, but just to like add to the effect. Now, you probably could apply that with a brush, but I've just done it with my fingers because now I'm going to take foundation. So this is the MAC Studio Fix foundation. This is a product I've actually never used before. I've always wanted to try it, but I just never have. So I have this in the shade NW13. Now, I hope this is the right shade. I picked it online. Now, for brushes, I'm going to be using all Iconic London brushes. So all of these are sent to me kindly by Iconic London. This video is not sponsored by either brand. I've just kindly been sent them all out to try. But yeah, I'm going to be using these brushes. So for foundation, I'm going to be taking this one. I mean, they don't have names, but it's basically like a buffing brush. And I'm also going to spray this with the Fix Plus as well. So this looks as if it's going to be a good colour match, and I'm just going to pop this all over my face. Yes, I think this is a good match. I think we might need to darken it up, but I'd much rather have it too light than too dark. Okay, so talking about school is something that I feel like I do quite a lot on this channel, but do not worry, it is going to end after July. Once I start summer vlogging, school is not going to be a topic because in summer, school is banned. But my favourite school year was probably year 11, if I'm 100% honest, even though it was super stressful. And don't get me wrong, at the time I was like, oh my god, I hate this, but looking back now, I think that I just felt the most comfortable in year 11. It kind of took me until year 11 to feel as though I'd fully like settled in and that I like 100% knew who my friends were, because I feel like a lot of the time at high school you're kind of, you don't move friendship groups a lot, because I've always had the same friends, but I feel like it does take you a while to feel 100% comfortable because you're at a really awkward age. So I feel like by the time I was in year 11, I'd fully worked out that they were like my friends and that was who I was, and YouTube was just starting to become like a bit more of a thing, and yeah. So I'm just gonna buff this in. Now, as for my favourite school trip, some of you guys might actually remember when I was in year 11, I went to Nice with school. I did vlog it. Credit to you if you're still around and you watched those vlogs, because I think I just hit 8,000 subscribers when I went on that trip, and that was the best school trip I ever went on. It was actually a French exchange, which is weird looking back at it now because like I don't really know any French, so I don't even know how I managed it, but it was just amazing. I absolutely loved it. And then I think one of the parts of the question was worst year of school. My worst year was probably year 7 because I thought that I would be like really good at handling the jump between primary school and secondary school, and I just don't think that I was at all, and in year 7 I didn't really enjoy it, and I think it's the same for everybody, but it does take you a while to kind of like settle in and make new friends. It's not something that like happens overnight unless you're really good at making friends, which to be fair I thought I was, but clearly I wasn't. Okay, so my first impression of this foundation that I've never used before is that the coverage is quite good. It's like medium coverage, I would say. It's not the fullest coverage, but I think this is what works best on my skin. Colour is like perfect. I think you guys can see there's no like orange there, and I think the only thing I would say is it's not that blendable, but I do think that might be the brush. This is a very, very dense brush, so it probably would have been more blendable on a bigger brush. Moving on to concealer, this now isn't from MAC, this is the new Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is in the shade C1. This is such a good dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, honestly. Okay, so loads of you guys asked me to keep these anonymous, so I'm not going to read any names out. But somebody asked me, do you want to have kids? If so, how many and what would you call them? Now, I'm sure you guys have seen the baby name tag floating around. Personally, I'm not going to do that because obviously I am only like 18, so I don't really intend or plan to have children like anytime soon at all. But yes, I think I do want children. I go through phases. I'm not one of these people that is like obsessed with babies. I don't really find children that cute. I just kind of find them a little bit annoying, which I know is kind of like bad because so many people love children, and I think it's different obviously when you have your own. However, I do want to have them despite that, just not yet, because I feel like I need to get over my like, oh, I don't really like kids phase, which I think will happen. So ideally I'd like one boy and one girl, because I come from a family where like I have a brother, so like one boy, one girl. And name wise, okay, this is really weird, but like personally if I was choosing them, this sounds so weird, but like I actually don't know if I'm gonna say, I don't know the boy's name for sure, but the girl's name, my favourite girl's name is Isla, and I think I would really like to like call my child Isla. I think it's really pretty. Or something of that similar like kind of name. For boys, I really like, I mean I don't have one specific one, I really like Oscar and also Bertie, which sounds really weird, but like I just think Bertie is a really cute name, but I'd have it like Albert, like a full name, but like probably wouldn't use that because I feel like they might get bullied. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want children and what you would call them if you do. So moving on to powder now, I'm now using the MAC Studio Fix powder. I've never used this before. I'm very excited to give this a go. So this is in the shade NW13, the same as the foundation, and I'm just taking this Iconic London powder brush to pop this in my T-zone and underneath my eyes. So far I think I really like how my face is looking. I definitely give credit to MAC for their face products. Okay, so now we're moving on to eyebrows. So for brows, I use the Ka-Brow by Benefit. This is what I always use. I absolutely swear by this product, and I've used it for nearly a year now. So I'm just going to spray this with the MAC Fix Plus, just a little bit, just so that it's wet, because it works so much better if the product is wet. And then again, I'm taking an Iconic London brush, just an angled one, to do my brows. Okay, so another question I got asked was, are you currently watching any TV series? If so, what? And I'm actually kind of, me and Tom have started watching Friday Night Dinner, which is like a comedy. It's not something I would pick, he's picked it, but I don't totally hate it. So if you're into like family sitcom kind of genres, it's quite similar to like the setup of Outnumbered, but a bit more like adult. Another thing I actually did get asked quite a lot was, as a YouTuber, do you find it difficult not living in London? And this is something I actually really do think about quite a lot, because as you guys know, I live like in Beverley, which is really northern. Well, we're not talking like northern like Newcastle, but I'll put a map on the screen for those of you that don't know where it is like geographically. And as a YouTuber, all events, all businesses, every meeting, everything like that is always done in London, and it is frustrating because the amount of things I have to turn down, or the amount of things I can't go to because like I logistically can't get there in time, or I'd have to stay overnight because I can't get back. It actually really does kind of not upset me, because obviously I've never known any different. It's not as if I've moved from London and then now I'm struggling, but it is annoying. I just wish more businesses and more things had bases in like Manchester, because that is, I mean, it's still 2 hours on the train, but it's like commutable in my head, whereas London is like 3 hours if I was gonna drive. Not that I would, but London is like a 4-hour drive from my house. And when I was little, it was somewhere that we went on like holiday, because it's like, it's far away. Like, we do not live near London, we are like Yorkshire, it's northern. Being to and from it almost every week at the moment is, I think the main thing I notice is how expensive it is. It costs me around about £50 every single time I go. So I don't even want to think about how much I've spent on the train tickets to and from. Okay, so that is my eyebrows pretty much done. I'm really happy with these, and I think it's the brush, but because the brush is softer, it makes the product go on really nicely instead of being really hard. So now it's time for my favourite part, and the part I'm most excited for, which is highlighter. Now I'm so excited to try out the Hyper Real Glow palette. Now, oh my god, you guys, I've seen this on Instagram, and then when Mac sent me it, I was like, ha, it's my lucky day. So this comes with 3 gorgeous colours in the shades Gold Coasting, Get It Glowing, and Rosy Chia. I think that these two, well, I think they'll all look amazing with a tan, but this one specifically, when I'm really tanned, I just think that a slightly darker highlight shade is actually so pretty. But for today, I'm going to use the gold based one. I haven't used a gold toned highlight in such a long time. Today is the day, and I'm going heavy because it's a glowy makeup look, is it not? So I'm just going to apply this to the top of my cheekbone on this side, and then the other, obviously. Oh my god, you guys, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you? Okay, I'll put a bit more on just in case you can't. I'm hoping that that is picking up because wow. Wow, the pigment is something else. I'm just going to take this down the bridge of my nose, and then also kind of like on my cupid's bow, even though the brush is a little bit too big for that. And I hope that you guys can see this. Oh my life, I love this highlight, I love this product. Kind of got a bit of a shadow falling on this side of my face, so I think it's a bit more difficult to see it there, but very pretty, very happy with it. I just realised that I missed out bronzer, so we're just going to do that now. Complete wrong order, ever the beauty guru. Another question quite a few people asked me was, can you see YouTube being your full-time career? Now, this is definitely something that over the last 3 or 4 years I have thought about a lot, obviously, and I am not in a position to be able to make YouTube a full-time career. Like, obviously at the moment I'm still in education, so it's not really a problem, and I think if I took a year out and like had it as a gap year, I could definitely live off of doing YouTube. But if I wanted to move out and stuff like that, it's just not really at that point yet, which is fine because when I started it I didn't expect it to even become this. So like, it's not as if I've had my life planned on the fact that I'm going to be a YouTuber and now suddenly I can't do that. Like, it's not that. So because I've never known any different or really ever being able to think about it as if it's going to happen, it doesn't feel like I'm losing out on anything because every opportunity is still something new, something amazing that I wouldn't have got without doing it. So it's not something that I'm like upset about. Future career plans, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know. I like the idea of creative advertising, which is actually quite similar to what I do here on YouTube. So like, put together creative adverts, but I think I'd like to be behind the scenes on that a bit, because I do find the whole like advertising and PR side of it actually really interesting. I know that that industry gets a lot of stick, but I do think that it is pretty interesting. I'd love to know more about it. So maybe that alongside photography, but I don't know. So we're now going on to eyeshadow. I'm going to do something pretty simple. I just want it to look quite glowy, quite summery. So I'm going to take the Soft as Nails palette, which is one of my favourites, and I'm going to take this orange shade, so like the orange, it's like orangey, and I'm just going to put that like all over my eye. Wait, is that glittery? Can't tell. Just because I'm imagining this look to be like a summery, like a holiday kind of vibe. I'm so excited for just being able to like wear highlighter on holiday and like that's it. I think if you have brown eyes especially, orange works really well. I mean, blue eyes pop with orange, but I think if you use like darker oranges and brown tones on brown eyes, it actually looks really nice. I mean, I'm not an expert, guys, but that's my opinion. I'm going to take this colour underneath my eyes a little bit too, just dragging the very base of the brush. So then what I'm going to do is take, oh, I'm dazzling you. I'm going to take the slightly darker orange shade, so this one here, just next to it, and pop that like through my crease to darken it up a bit. So now that I have this like orangey kind of red toned thing going on, what I'm going to do is take another MAC shade. So this is the shade Amber Light. Now everybody used to hype about this back in the day, and I haven't used this in a long time. So I'm just going to take this on my finger and apply this to the very like center of my eye. It's just this really nice gold reflective kind of shade. I'm going to zoom you in for this bit. I'm just kind of packing it on so that you can like really see it. I don't know, I hope you can. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back to the MAC highlight palette, which I'm very excited about. And I'm actually going to take, wrong end of the brush, the darkest shade, which is the Rosy Chia shade, just on this kind of like angled brush. And I'm going to pop that on the inner corner of both of my eyes because I didn't want a really bright highlight. but I've still got that reflective glow, which I love. So yeah, for eyes, that is it. Now, I uploaded a vlog this week and I didn't wear eyeliner, and you guys said that you absolutely loved it, so I'm not gonna apply eyeliner. I'm gonna put a very tiny, like, smoky black line underneath my eyes. So for that, I'm just gonna use another Iconic London brush. This has some pink on it, so yeah, I'm just gonna wipe that off. Just for that little bit of definition, a little bit of smoke. And then I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. I feel like I'm so close to you right now. And then I was going to apply lashes, but instead I'm just going to apply the Benefit Bad Girl Bang, because this is basically the same as putting lashes on, and I think it's so pretty as it looks a bit more natural. Okay, I mean, I feel like everyone on YouTube has done this comparison, but look at the difference in my eyes. Like, what? From a mascara. I have short eyelashes, guys. Okay, I mean, I don't know if you can see this. I mean, I don't know why, but my eyelashes are naturally longer on this side. I think it's because I pick them, which is actually really bad. So I'm gonna pick one last question to answer, but I am loving this, like, glowy skin. Oh, guys, look. Okay, so the last thing I'm doing is applying a lipstick. Now, this is a MAC lipstick I haven't used in a while, but this is in the shade Modesty, and it's so pretty, and I think that in summer as well this is just perfect. So the last question was a little bit shallow, not as deep. I feel like this has just been a general life chat, but it was, if you could be on any reality TV show, what would you pick? Now, I don't actually watch a lot of reality TV. I just tend to watch, like, YouTube and Netflix. But I do watch Love Island, and I would love to be on Love Island. Even though I've got a boyfriend, I wouldn't want to go on it for that. I don't really know why I would want to go on it other than, like, a 3-month free holiday. But I just absolutely love their, like, outfits, the, like, vibe. And I know it's really shallow and probably a bit fake, but, like, I don't know. I love Love Island. I'm gonna hold my hands up and say it, I do. So I'd probably have to pick that. But yeah, this is it with the lipstick. I love this lipstick. It's, like, glossy, but it's not, and it's the perfect nude. So I think alongside the makeup, which is, like, a glossy, glowy vibe, I think this is really good for, like, a summer night out. So yeah, thank you so much to MAC for sending me out the products to test. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will link every single product that I've used down below, because I really recommend that you check them out, basically. So I think you guys would love it. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom you back out now. But yeah, that is basically everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If I answered your question, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to answer the question that I asked you guys. And I will see you all on Thursday with another Drive With Me video, which I think might feature my mum. So if you want to see her in another video, subscribe, be ready for Thursday, and I will see you all then. Bye!